Okay, if you've ever managed inventory, you know this feeling. You think you have 50 units, but the system says 45. And of course, a customer just ordered what might be the very last one. It's a constant, frustrating guessing game. So today, we're going to unlock that inventory black box and figure out where your stock really goes.
It really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? One minute your numbers are looking perfect, and the next, there's a mismatch that nobody can explain. It honestly feels like your stock just vanishes into thin air. But what if you could actually account for every single unit, every single change, without any of the guesswork? All right, so let's start with why this whole thing is so confusing in the first place. We call it the inventory black box for a reason. You know things are happening inside it, but you just can't see exactly what, when, or why. See, here's the thing. Your inventory is never just a static number. It is always in motion. You've got orders flying in from different marketplaces, maybe Shopify or Amazon. At the same time, a team member in the warehouse is doing a manual stock count. And all the while, your system is trying to push all of those updates everywhere all at once. It's this constant, chaotic flow of data from all directions. And this is where the problem really starts. Because when something goes wrong, a sync fails, an order gets double counted, a manual entry is just a little bit off, without a clear record, you have absolutely no way to trace it back. It just becomes a total guessing game. But listen, it doesn't have to be a black box. We can turn it into a complete open book, and it all really comes down to 3 simple but super powerful principles that'll give you clarity and control over your stock. First up, log every single update, consistently. This creates your audit trail. Second, you have to actively monitor for failed updates. Seriously, these are like the silent killers of stock accuracy. Just one sync error can directly lead to overselling. And third, review the timing. Knowing a change happened at precisely 2:05 p.m. is the huge difference between just guessing and actually knowing it was tied to a specific order or action. So, that's the theory. But what does this actually look like in practice? Let's dive in and see how a dedicated tracking history system applies these principles to give you total visibility. A really good tracking system boils everything down to 3 essential pieces of information. When did it happen? What was the action? And what was the result? Was it a success or an error? This simple log becomes your inventory's complete story, line by line.
So what is an operation? Well, it's really just any action that changes your inventory. And here's the key distinction. It could be a manual action, like a team member updating a count, or it could be an automated action where the system is just working for you in the background.
For example, a manual operation log might look just like this. It's crystal clear. You can see a specific user, change the quantity for a specific product SKU. There's just no ambiguity. You know who did what, and you know when they did it. And an automated operation is just as clear. An order came in from one marketplace, and boom, the system automatically broadcasted that inventory change to all of your other sales channels. You can see the system working for you, keeping everything in sync without you having to lift a finger. And a great system gives you even more detail. You can see special operations, like something called a force push. This is when you decide to manually override the system and push a specific stock number to just one channel. The log records that too, so even your overrides are completely tracked. So what does all this tracking and logging actually get you in the end? It gets you a fundamental shift from total chaos to complete control. Let's look at the real-world benefits here. I mean, the transformation is huge. Before, the black box meant you were dealing with constant overselling, inaccurate reports, and just hours wasted hunting down answers. But with an open book, your stock levels are accurate. You can spot problems the moment they happen. And when a question comes up, the answer is right there in the log, clear as day. So the question for your own operation is this. Is your inventory a black box, full of mysteries and guesswork? Or is it an open book, where you have the clarity you need to run your business with total confidence? That choice makes all the difference. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.